Alright, so step one of reloading 223. Got to get yourself some cases, reliable case lube. I've used them all. This and little beeswax tubs. I can't remember what you call them. I ran out forever ago. These are the only lubes that I trust. I have like 4 of these 223 Lee sizing dies because I've had so many stuck cases over the years. It's very imperative that you clean your brass beforehand because that does not like getting dirty. So every 1,000 rounds I'll try and clean it out with some brake clean, but liberal application of Lee is usually what you want to do. I'll show you what that looks like. So there's 3 Lee cases. It's a very slow process. I just use my booger hook and wipe it on there. But this is the only way I've ever prevented 100% stuck cases. And then you can see my Dillon, I pulled out my sizing die and my crimp die. A lot of people say you don't need a crimp die. I've always needed it. Your projectile diameter differs, your neck tension differs. This is not something you can change the neck tension, which means that when that sizes it to like 220 internal, so that when you send a 224 projectile down it, it slightly opens up and there's tension on the neck. There are really nice bushing dies you can buy. It's a waste of time for me. I'm not doing any precision reloading that requires precision neck tension, so I just have a bunch of these. And then I buy these also because if you get a Berdan case, this will actually just push up through the top. It won't break your sizing pin. You just hammer it back down. Pretty simple there. Oh, there's my hammer. Always have one of these handy. Just go whack, whack, whack. And that's pretty much for sizing. I got to clean the brass before and after sizing because that stuff is nasty and gummy. So, pretty big process. If you don't have a Dillon, it takes even longer. I used to do that. I used to make 1,000 rounds a month on a single stage. Just trying to keep the dream alive. But you don't want to get any lube on the shoulder. That's another thing I mentioned. Because the sizing die is actually going to bump that shoulder tooth out back. And the easiest way to set up the sizing die is you just send the ram home until the die touches the rotating disc here. And then you just rotate this 1/8 of a turn. And then, of course, it helps to have EGW case checker and just make sure they fit flush in there. You don't need to check every single case like you do 9mm, but 7 in 100 is pretty good.